Hey everyone, Matt Canning here at the 2012 Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio. I am here at the Scivation booth, here with the Director of R&D, Derek Charlebois. Derek, tell us a little bit about the company. Like all companies, the company kind of had a humble beginnings in 2004. That's 8 years later now, and now you're winning Supplement of the Year awards on bodybuilding.com consistently. You're talked about a lot on the message boards with a huge fan favorite. But yet, in 2004, starting up, from scratch basically, how's the journey been for the company, and what do you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, Scivation started, our goal was to always give consumers information to help them reach their goals. We released diet and training books, and they're always there to answer questions. We never were really heavy into marketing and ads because we felt, the quality of the supplements will stand on their own. And once people try them and tell their friends, I mean, it's just going to spread by word of mouth.
I don't want to necessarily bash any other companies because I've tried them all, and I like something here and something there. But some of the companies have advertisements that are just so full of bravado and hype, and I'm not going to look like, let's not even say names because that'll reveal certain companies, but I'm not going to look like certain bodybuilders by taking the supplements. I think Scivation has been very good at being sort of realistic with their advertisements, helping the individual shoot for realistic goals and achieve them, and I think that's helped the company. And I believe that now, that I don't want to say that Scivation is necessarily low-key, and not in a bad way, but low-key in the sense that the advertisements are realistic, that you produce a better product for a better price. So rather than being an average product for an above-average price, or a say below-average supplement for an average price, it's the best of both because it's above-average quality, and I think that's what for below-average price, and I think the fans feel that way too. One of the supplements that I liked before was Quake. I guess for me, because I like beta-alanine and caffeine as a pre-workout. Now you have Novam, and tell me a little bit about the changeover, what prompted the company to change it, and what can you tell us about that?
Well, the main reason we changed Quake to Novam is we were having issues with the powder clumping together, especially when we were shipping overseas internationally. So we ended up switching manufacturers, restarted the whole R&D process, took out a couple ingredients, and made what we feel is a better formula that not only gives better results, but now it doesn't clump up, and it's got the powder flows better, it mixes better. So I mean, we took all the good things about Quake, reformulating the Novam, and changed the powder quality so there's a better product.
Was the shipping time so long overseas that it clumped up on the way, sort of on the way there?
That definitely was a factor, and especially the humidity changes when you're shipping from a different country. So I mean, there is a lot of things you have to take into consideration when making a product, as far as the type of bottle you use, the type of lids you use to keep humidity out. So I mean, we stepped our game up on quality on all areas of products.
I think that's part of the reason why some Canadians ship their supplements to the border, because they can go to the border and get them rather than it being waiting in customs for so long, kind of getting old. So, but either way, I'm happy that Novam is out, and Novam I found is basically it's along the same lines, and it worked really well for me. Any major differences between the two for those who missed Quake?
The main difference is we took out the 1,3-dimethyl out of the Novam formula. There's a lot of press going on with the 1,3-dimethyl, and there's talks of it being banned. And you know what? We said we'll take a preemptive strike and take it out now and try to boost the formula by adding other ingredients. We upped the caffeine amount. We also increased the N-acetyltyrosine content of the product, and I feel that combination gives you a very good energy boost and also mental focus boost. So I mean, I think it's a good replacement for the 1,3-dimethyl.
I want to say about with my experience with Novam, Derek said that it upped the caffeine since Quake. That is absolutely true, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I would take 2 scoops, which was 187 milligrams of caffeine. I think that's right, 187 milligrams in 2 scoops. Yeah, per 2 scoops, is that right? Or per
so 1 scoop equals 1 serving now.
Okay, so I would take the 187 milligram dose, and I would get a bit edgy sometimes. So, and Lane Norton, actually, who works here with Scivation, says that he takes between half a serving to well, at the time when I got it, it was 1 to 2 scoops, but it's 1 scoop now. Yeah. So he would take between half a serving and half a scoop and a scoop, depending on the kind of pump that he wants. So because I get a strong effect with caffeine, I kind of am closer to that half amount, but it really depends on you. So if any supplement has increased caffeine, just keep that in mind. And I really like Novam, and I just want to try to use it so that I get all the benefits and try to minimize the side effects. And I think that's a good rule to keep in mind. So Derek, tell us anything else with Scivation right now going on in terms of supplements, just the future. I mean, obviously it's one good year after the next. It's an upward trend right now. So tell us more about what's going on.
Yeah, we just released stick packs of extended Novam. So now, I mean, you can take a single serving with you and throw it in your gym bag, throw it in your car, whatever. A lot more convenient, and also helps people try the product. People who never tried the product before might not want to buy a 30 serving or a 90 serving bottle. and now stores can give them the option of buying a single serving. So that's going to be great for getting it out there.
I always say, if you don't like it, just give it a sample a try if you can. And yeah, and if you don't like it, then forget buying more. But those sample sticks are awesome because you bring a bottle of 500 milliliters water, you know, or the amount that you need to mix it with. Put the stick in, and it's just so easy. It's clean. It's straightforward. So that's really awesome that you have that now, and I think it'll help a lot of people to try it, maybe who otherwise wouldn't. Derek, tell us a little bit about. You're always in great shape, and right now you're sitting about 210 pounds. I know you did 3 contests last year. What are your plans? That's obviously a lot to peak one after another. What are your plans this year for contest 2012?
This year I'm taking all of 2012 off. My training is going very well. I had injured my lower back in 2006, so I'm finally at the point where I'm making gains again in my squats and deadlifts, so that's my main focus. I'm toying around with the idea of doing a powerlifting competition at some point. It's not definite yet, but something I'd like to do, and then get back on stage in 2013.
Well, Lane loves numbers, and I'll say one thing. I'm talking to all these bodybuilders here. They say you obviously need to lift heavy, but you don't have to be a power lifter to get gains. So I kind of like lifting heavy too, but you could get injured. So it really depends on what your goals are. So you're kind of a little bit of a power builder?
You know what? I think for a natural athlete, lifting heavy and getting progressively stronger is the best way to gain muscle. But obviously you still include some high rep, more hypertrophy-based work, but I think the base of heavy lifting is great.
No, I hear you on that, and I got to say I love going in the gym and lifting heavy, but yet I'm not eating very much, so my physique doesn't necessarily show it. So if I want to gain muscle, it's eat the calories and lift for that goal. But if you like being strong, it's kind of hard to resist sometimes. So Derek, right now, if you could tell us, everybody who wants to get a hold of you online, I know that you have a presence on bodybuilding.com and also on the internet. So could you tell the fans and the users of the supplements, the consumers, how they can reach you and the company?
Yeah, the best way to reach me is at my email, derek@scivation.com, DEREK@scivation.com. I'm on there all day, so if you send me an email, I will answer it.
That's great. I, for one, will post the links for Scivation and for all the contact information for Derek. I've always been a pretty big fan of Scivation myself, and they've been doing very well with the fans. Novam I tried, and I really liked, and I look forward to using it again. And I look forward to the different new supplements they have coming out. So I'll post the information, and you can reach the company on the internet if you want to. And otherwise, here we are at the 2012 Arnold Classic Expo in Columbus, Ohio, here with Derek Charlebois at the Arnold Classic Expo Scivation booth. Take care, everybody.